Hello again. Fourth part, I think, in this first session of Nirvana. Seems this young little boy, Shoma, has solved the Bat 490 video, and hopefully he'll tell us what it's about, or at least what the solution is, anyways. Not too talkative at the moment, though. Hey, do you know Mizuki?
I heard you went to the same elementary school as Mizuki? She's actually the one who told me about you.
I met your dad.
Just to confirm, your father is Andes Komeiji, and his real name is Yoneharu Enda. Is that right?
What you making?
What are you making? Don't tell me it's a bomb.
Can you please tell me about the 490 code?
You know about the video called Bats 490, right? I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in Bats 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
He's completely ignoring you.
No kidding.
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them. Chastity belt on his heart must be locked tightly.
What kind of
I gotta call it that, girl.
You won't be able to see his uvula unless you open
Stop.
the book.
So what you mean is, he probably won't speak unless you can find a key to his heart, I'm guessing.
There might be a key somewhere in this room. Let's find it.
Okay.
Key to open the lock on his heart.
He's tinkering, so... What's this?
That robot is so cool!
It's not the robot.
Mr. Komeiji used to be amazing. Oh, but he still is, of course.
Some tools in the ground. That's the one that says nothing? What's that?
Shoma, wanna play Lucky Laugh together? God, please help.
You can help yourself.
Do you want to watch TV together?
Quiz?
Ding! Yes, Shoma. What is your answer?
It's a hammer?
Why don't you hit your own head with the hammer toy?
Wow, what a jolly guy he is. I'm gonna tell him everything I know now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And a
Why don't you
fan?
smack Shoma on the head with the folding fan?
I don't think he'd ever speak to me.
Why don't you...
Oh, what's up? Okay, so the things that you can examine aren't the key, and the things you don't examine just cannot possibly be the key. Is it really not the toolbox? He's like tinkering. What is he messing with?
It's no use talking to him. You'll have to find...
What could it be? It's not the fan. It's not the hammer. It's not this little drawing back here, is it? What is he interested in?
What is that?
Oh, what is that?
I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh?
Really?
Hey, Shoma. Would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
Tell him you heard it from Komeiji.
right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay then. Just for a bit, okay?
Oh, that's amazing, actually. It moves on its own, too. Holy shit.
Yeah. I call it Robata.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire. It uses a gyro to keep its balance. Fine-tuning it is really hard.
That's insane, honestly.
That's incredible. I'm impressed that you made it all by yourself.
Looks like the lock is opened.
Looks like it.
So, you know Mizuki, yeah?
She's just a classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
Gotcha.
You,
No. Of course not.
even though she's cute.
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Temperature is rising. That was clearly a lie.
Yeah,
I
I can tell. Mizuki's knows her own worth, so I'm proud of her for that.
Yeah. Andy's Komeiji is my dad. Sorry. I don't really want to talk about him.
Why not?
Well, because... Why does it matter?
It doesn't, I suppose.
Now, I think it's about time we get back to why I'm here.
I solved it.
Hmm?
The BATS 490 code. I solved it.
Yeah. How, though?
I have to go soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine. Please just tell me. The video's hidden message pointed to a certain location, right?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Horadori Lab. The Horadori Institute of Genetics.
Oh. Okay. It pointed to a genetics facility?
I heard about it last night on the news. Unprecedented. What a mysterious case.
We got some more wacky character designs in
I am
this one.
Chikara Horadori, the director of this research institute.
He hasn't retired yet. His 60th birthday was last year.
Hey, what were you doing at 6 a.m. in the night?
Jones' estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case. Perhaps that means I'm still young.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Is there anyone who could back your story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago. As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
No one that can
In other
corroborate.
words, there's no one who can corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right.
Shame. Do you know about the QR video?
It was mentioned on the news, but the video itself isn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Probably for the
Then
best.
you don't know about BATS 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure. So what's this institute do exactly?
We mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
Site-specific nucleases. An artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9 is commonplace these days. Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
What's it for, though? I didn't understand that
In
at
other
all.
words, it's technology that rewrites DNA.
Indeed. Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call ERGE.
Oh,
This
God.
genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat. For example, severe congenital heart disease.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Now curable.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's not all. In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable.
I guess that'd be true. Because you would just fix the enzymes if you can copy them, yeah?
Oh, but I don't mean your body will be invincible. Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting poison, viral infection.
Yeah, just not at old age.
However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Can Purge really do that?
Possibly, I'm sure.
Indeed, The body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth. However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage.
And that could be a probable explanation for why the bodies have not deteriorated despite their separation in half due to something at this facility like Purge. It could just keep the body from deteriorating, or deteriorate at an extremely slow rate, so it wouldn't matter necessarily.
But it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
It is impressive thinking. Do you know Jin?
I know of him, but I haven't met him in person. I've only read some articles about him online. He's the CEO of a music distribution company. I'm the director of a genetics research institute. We have nothing in common.
Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
He's odd,
Think
but
so?
I don't know what else you
You
mean.
really are dense. You're dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
Hey, come on, bro.
Huh.
Why is he really?
His temperature is abnormally high, isn't it?
Does he have a fever?
Maybe he has the flu.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
It doesn't mean he's lying.
Do you think he's upset about something?
Well, wait, I just noticed part of this trivia. Mobile games can be fun, but most of the time, though, they take you to the page, try to force you to download a different game. It's kind of like advertising fraud. That's funny as fuck.
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out if he's hiding something.
Wink sync. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Wink sync? Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing. You can analyze brainwaves of the sync subject and temporarily look into their dream. Select them and pick the wink sync icon for a simplified version of the stream. We have 5 seconds.
This guy.
Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing, but you're still taking a look inside their dreams.
Dreams are made from memories, so there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying
Chikara knows about Bats 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara, can you accompany me to the station?
Wink sync is a simpler version of syncing. From the eyeball, a strong magnetic wave is shot out to the subject that temporarily numbs their brain and puts it into a faux sleep state, inducing a dream. By analyzing the faint brainwaves emitted during this, we can see parts of the dream. It's not clear, but to investigate more thoroughly, we need a regular sync to be performed. Wink sync can only be performed once a day because of the high amount of power required. An eyeball would need to recharge before performing it again. Personally, I don't like it because of the power consumption.
What? Why?
I'd like to speak to you in more detail. You do have the right to decline, of course.
Very well. I'll go with you.
What could he be hiding? This is fresh out of jail pewter too, or probation, I guess I should say. Why are you here?
Why do you ask? I'm the engineer of Abyss. Of course I'm always here.
Yeah, but I've been wondering about something. In November of last year,
you were dishonorably discharged for reasons related to the new Cyclops serial killings, weren't you? You leaked internal police information, not to mention you aided a criminal in his escape.
I made some arrangements behind the scenes.
Why?
Pewter is a crucial part of Abyss. I couldn't let them lock him up.
You can do that?
Normally, no. But in this case...
Boss has dirt on members of the executive, judicial, and legislative branches of the government.
I am truly grateful to you, boss.
No need to thank me. You just need to be a good little workhorse. Oh, and it'd be great if you could introduce me to some good-looking studs while you're at it.
I know about a dozen.
I'm counting on you.
Abyss is kind of scary.
True.
You get used to it.
I got Tama's report. The QR video seems to be the key to solving this case. And she believes Chikara is linked to the Bats 490 video, which is a striking similarity.
He's extremely suspicious. He must be the culprit.
No.
I think it's a bit early for that conclusion.
But he said he didn't know about the video, right? If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
True, that could be possible.
I still think that's a bit unreasonable.
How's the cloud server doing?
That's outside of my jurisdiction, so I don't know too much about it, but I'm sure the person in charge is desperately trying to fix it as we speak. It should be fixed soon.
Well, any progress since I've been gone?
There hasn't been any progress yet. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something.
Never is unless I'm doing something. Where's Mr. Date?
Who knows? He went off somewhere right after you left.
He's probably playing the nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamura.
The what game?
Now. He's on vacation, so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, alright.
The nipple game is a game in which a man asks a woman to guess where their nipple is while their shirt is on. Even if it's a guy asking a girl to do it, it's kind of problematic. Yeah, no shit.
I gave Chikara the usual medicine to put him to sleep.
Are you sure that's okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there are legality issues.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me.
Oh yeah. I guess Boss can just do whatever the hell she wants since she has so much dirt on them from the last
In any
case.
Shall we get started? Ryuki, you know what to do.
Let's sync.
Ryuki, this isn't your first time singing. You've delved into Somnia many times in the past 6 months, so I'm sure you know without me telling you, but...
I can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. It's alright, I know.
Okay then, let's begin.
It's so weird knowing how these machines work now. Especially the cover. In case y'all do not know, the cover that goes over their face is there to remove their left eyeball from its socket so that nano machines can go inside and help us sync with their brain, because it's the direct path to the brain canal. And then when it's done, it puts your eyeball back in. But Ryuki, Date, and Mitsuki don't have to do that because they already are missing their left eye.
It looks like something made by an older generation of CG technology.
Back when it was still hyped up as groundbreaking, huh? Hey, did you see someone just now?
It's very interesting. Tama doesn't actually act very wild inside Somnia.
Looks suspicious.
Why don't we ask that person there about it?
Who?
You must have a lot of questions, like, what happened to your other half?
Not really.
Must be hard to walk. Bench pressing must be tough too.
You really want me to ask about that stuff?
Yeah, do it.
But hey, isn't benching kinda hard?
Hey, why are you talking to a statue?
Damn it, Ryuki. Stop wasting my time.
It's flustered easy, I see.
We can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh,
Damn it, damn it. This is getting out of hand.
that's Chikara. Tama, follow him.
On this side, my genius left brain harnessing my processing power. On this side, my brilliant right brain within which my creativity is boundless. The very layout of this facility, mimicking my brain, will serve as inspiration for my masterpiece.
What's going on here?
I need to be careful. Can't get too close.
Now, this. Bionic Body's accidental biology. The Bionic Body Creation Program.
Bio what?
BBAB.
The logical center of the left brain and the creative center of the right. By combining them, I can create a superhuman. Whew, wouldn't want that getting out. I hope I never see you again. Goodbye.
Oh, he ran off.
What the fuck?
Chikara in this dream world is just as bonkers as he is in real life.
Looks like he doesn't want anyone in this room.
Yeah, you can tell by the conscious antibody in front of the door.
Conscious antibody?
They're an embodiment of a sync subject's caution. When you try to access information that the sync E is trying to hide, it overstimulates the synapse. That makes the body emit a ton of norepinephrine, which creates a conscious antibody within the Somnium.
Well, what does this conscious antibody do?
You see how it says instant death on his crotch there?
I do know.
If I touch him, a massive delay spike will occur in the sync information transfer system.
Which means...
Touch him and our available time in Somnium drops like crazy.
Got it. But how do we get into the room without getting past our do not touch power stance man friend here?
Well, we just need to get rid of the conscious antibody somehow.
What if we use that device that Chikara was using to move instant death power stance man?
I'm sorry, instant death power stance man?
Yeah, he's in power
I
stance.
thought that was a pretty appropriate name for him.
Anyway, let's check the device first.
I guess she's pretty serious when she's in
Power's
Somnium.
out.
Let's start by activating the device.
Yeah, let's go.
Somnium scan, activate.
One's the statue. Two's the one with cards. Threes are Pride Cowboy. 4 is the actual computer. We're already starting out at 4, aren't we? What is Chikara's secret?
The lock on that door is open. Past that is a stone statue with no power.
Power? On a stone statue?
This is Chikara's Somnium. You don't have to think about the logic. Anyway, that door. Let's head past it to the stone statue.
Okay. Use the blank, join the blank, create a blank. Probably a superhuman. It's a little iffy on the controller. But that's okay. Dude, this music's a fucking bop. Like, second track has been super good. Let me check the room.
Ah, welcome.
Got a new outfit?
How...
New headpiece.
Shark movies aren't really horror. They're basically their own genre. Yeah, looks good. Shark movie? It's a mask that makes you want to run a death game for 9 people.
That's funny.
Yeah, looks good. This white part, you can paint it whatever color you want. This white part,
Life advice. Maybe I'll get fancy fake glasses, like the kind great authors wear.
Maybe I'll get some fancy fake glasses.
Oh, he just says it.
Like the kind that great authors wear.
you don't end up looking like those middle-aged guys that drink in the middle of the day. Worried about relationships?
No.
Worried about money?
Not really money either.
Worried about school?
Kinda.
Relationships while you're in school are a pain in the ass.
I just don't like people.
You're messing around, right? Worried about your future?
No ambitions, really.
I think that's a lie. It's not that you don't have anything you want to do. You just think that it's impossible, right? Ask yourself. Don't let the words of your parents and others confuse you. I'm sure you'll find something you want to do. If you find it, after that, follow your dreams. The rest will be said there.
Alright. Take your advice. But for now, let's go through the door.
This door is open.
Is this even a door?
That's just how it is in this world. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Oh, it moves sideways.
We're here.
That's the stone statue without power. Let's get closer and check it.
Use the machine in the center, join the two statues, create a superhuman. That's actually exactly what I thought it was going to have me do, so that works.
Off and on.
How do we turn this on?
Why don't you feel around that area?
What area?
What area?
Whatever feels right, Tama.
Really? Is that what feels right, Tama?
The robot arm control PC has been activated.
Yep, Tama is our, horny. If that wasn't apparent by how she's, designed. Her thought, she's pretty much our Date for the game. Alright, activate the right front temporal lobe.
It's on. You're amazing, Tama.
It says not available. Stone statue activated. Wait, so is it on or off? Right. According to the sign.
Maybe we need to flip the switches for all the statues.
Scan are multiple statues. But let's head back to the device first.
How did you know there was a switch there? How did you know?
Let's go back to the device.
Oh, wait. Can't we go to the other small room from this room?
How would you do that? It's too high. I can't jump that.
Blank. Human, your powers. You can blank if you wanted to. If you can't jump it, then just go.
All right, let's go.
Okay, ready.
The normal jump won't suffice.
We need to think of a way to go up.
Maybe we can do something with the device in the center.
We can go through here.
I remember seeing a review that said the Somniums were simplified. Maybe they're just simplified on Ryuki's side. Well, let's see here. We need to get... Let's see. Let's use a computer.
BBAB. Activating. In this experiment, you can combine two different brains with different functions to create a new human life form. Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
We just need to choose the left and right brain and combine them like Chikara did.
What can we choose from?
Left, Maasai warrior, fisherman, and A. Right side was astronaut and archaeologist. We can combine different brain functions of the left and right brains and create a new human with characteristics from both.
Okay.
It seems like Chikara used that to gain some kind of power earlier. So creating a new human means gaining some kind of superhuman ability.
And you select that power on this?
Oh, I remember seeing another room next to the small room we were in earlier.
Yeah, it was too high, so I couldn't reach.
Maybe we have to give you a power that'll help you get up there.
Worth a shot.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
The room was high and far.
It's probably an
I combined
astronaut.
2 brain functions that'll allow us to move that distance.
What do you choose, Ryuki?
Let's see. The fisherman
Please select right brain function.
and the astronaut.
Left, fisherman. Right, astronaut selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful.
Just like I expected.
Combined a fisherman's cooking skill and the space food of astronauts to gain the power to prepare any food ingredient.
What?
We don't need cooking skills right now.
Guess not.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Well, I don't need a fucking astronaut, bro.
Beginning.
Room by combining.
What do you choose?
Well, then we have to pick NA
Please select
and the astronaut.
left, right, start.
We just want to jump.
Error.
You get nothing then?
It's an error.
I guess an A.
I wonder what it's.
Fuck!
Begin.
Room by combining.
What do you...
Take the Messiah Warrior and the astronaut then.
Left, right.
I want this fucking astronaut to work, bro. Astronaut jumps really high. It just makes sense.
Experiment successful. Combined, a Maasai warrior's leg
There we
strength
go. Alright.
and the atmosphere-piercing power of an astronaut to gain superhuman leg strength.
Tama, you okay?
I have goosebumps.
It said you gained superhuman leg strength.
Maybe we can get to that other room using that power.
That might be it. Let's give it a shot.
Not sure how I feel about her design yet. She's pretty cool though. She's hot, obviously, but no, I don't know if I like her design. I don't think I like her design more than Aiba though. I like her portrait though. Her portrait's really nice. Aiba's got that charm, but I don't know if I like Tama just yet.
All right, let's go.
Okay, ready.
I do like her personality though,
Wow.
just not her jokes. I see we have boob physics.
Experiment worked! Chikara Horodori has done it again! Genetic ecstasy!
What are we even watching right now?
Powerpuff Girls.
By stimulating the DNA correlating to high leg strength through imagination, it caused a slight transformation in the base sequence. This small change has allowed for surpassing the limit of telomeres. We can do anything in this simulation world. There are no limits. What a wonderful world.
I guess things worked out.
So every time we do something right, we have to watch this creepy old dude ascend into the sky?
I guess.
You want to join?
Hell no.
New statue.
A stone statue without power.
Activate it.
Didn't work that time.
This stone statue
Oh, it did.
is a racer.
If they mean an autosport driver, those guys are incredibly skilled. They have to make split-second decisions.
That skill might be beneficial in other areas than driving too.
Not to mention, there is a car right there.
I see. Using the driving skill.
But look, that says trap. Driving skill alone might not be enough.
Maybe we can combine it with a brain function that's good at avoiding traps.
I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Anyway, let's head back to the central room.
I see. We have a straight line now. Super reaction by the person trapped by blank. 6 no 7 cents.
4 minutes now.
This store is open.
I wonder if we can.
Let's go find.
We're here.
Looks like we can open it from this side now.
So I don't need the astronaut power, that's why. Okay.
Beginning experiment.
A car from earlier.
What do you think, Fitz?
Well, we need the racer no matter what.
Please select right brain function.
An archaeologist, I guess.
Left. Racer.
He'd have to know about traps.
Right. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a racer's driving skill and an archaeologist's knack for dodging traps. To gain movie protagonist superhuman driving skills.
Guess it's time for love, Dr. Jones.
That should help us dodge any traps.
That's so antiquated. Nowadays, sports cars go up against nuclear submarines.
Oh well, this is Shikara's preference. Now let's go back to the room with the car.
Think we can get there from the passage we came from?
Yeah, that should lead you there directly.
I mean, you're not gonna narrate it for
We
me.
can go through here. Let's go.
I'll hold my judgment. This is very dialogue heavy, more than normal.
All right, get in.
I'll avoid any traps with elegance and grace.
What?
So it's like Danganronpa 2.
I could have done this on my own.
No, not 2. V3. V3 has this minigame.
Huh?
Wait, no! I can't do this!
Hey, Tama! The road!
Oh shit, we're about to fucking pop. About to pop off.
Step on it! On what? The gas! The gas! The gas! Okay!
Jesus.
The experiment worked. Kara Corpus Callosum is here represented by a treacherous ancient room. A theory that links this complex and bizarre passage is now complete. But this should be theoretically impossible. No, there is no impossible in this world. No, this is not good. Not good indeed.
Kara! Ew!
Why don't you think of it as some kind of reward cutscene?
The fact that I have to force myself to think that already makes it not a reward.
I agree. Well, let's keep going.
Let's turn it on.
Got it.
Activate the Gambler Stone statue. Activate their stone
This stone
statue.
statue is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are down.
That must mean they can win the big ones without flinching.
Now let's head back to the central room.
Don't look for it. You can get a blank. Can be blank.
We can go through here.
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus.
Yeah, he's focused. He's fine.
Go.
It's me, Chikara.
It's me.
This is no good. No good. No good at all. Now, let's test this. Chikara's right brain reselection.
What's he doing? Did he shuffle it?
What's happening?
The room flew away.
The experiment, Chikara, this right brain reselection is a function that blows away my past. The past I don't want anyone.
Bro, come on.
My right brain can be shuffled back into the deck. Goodbye, forbidden memory.
What are we gonna do?
When we drove through the passageway, Chikara said, theoretically impossible and not good. So maybe we did something he wasn't expecting. If we use the device to combine two different brain functions, we might be able to find a way.
If we can prevent Chikara from using his right brain reselection thing, we might be able to make it to the room.
We said something about a memory he doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah, but how will we stop Chikara?
There was something hidden in the room we were in earlier. If only we could pull it back somehow.
We need a big idea here.
Beginning
Big idea. An A.
Please select
And a gambler.
left. NA. Right. Gambler selected. Starting experiment.
Does the gambler get an arrow? Oh yeah, you missed a lot.
I guess an A, isn't it?
I wonder.
Well, you can't use gambler with this.
Well, we want to get back that room that.
Something that's good at
Yeah, thinking outside the box.
Okay, I was actually thinking that, but I didn't want them to actually just straight up tell me. That's kind of a letdown. So, long story short, I drugged a guy, and I'm inside his dream trying to figure out what he's hiding from me, since he won't straight up tell me.
Get that room back.
aim and
Oh, okay.
Beginning
Yes, I get it. Goddamn. Wow, they were really trying to like sell it to you how easy this is.
Please select right.
And this is a different main character than earlier. This is Ryuki and his partner Tama.
Left. Fisherman. Right. Gambler selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a tuna fisherman's pulling skill and a gambler's ability to make the right choice. To obtain superhuman luck.
luck. Is this gonna do anything?
Well, try it. Let's fish back the room that flew away.
Do your best.
How's it going?
I think I got something.
That must be it. Reel it in.
Nice. Found you, bitch.
The experiment worked. Oh, Chikara Horodori has done it again.
You also missed this like 4 other times.
Ecstasy. Good. The memory I want to leave behind has already been shuffled. This memory's no good either. I thought I deleted it. No. If you succeed with the internal truth experiment, my memory will be discovered. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Chikara's memory was replaced with something else.
But it got replaced with another memory he didn't want seen. It might be worth looking into.
Chikara said that if the Eternal Youth experiment is successful, his memory will be discovered.
So if we complete the research on that device...
We might be able to defeat Instant Death Power Stance Man over there and get into the room he's guarding.
That stone statue is a little different.
You think so?
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't have much time left. Dang. I'm looking for a collectible right now and I can't find one. Wait, found it!
What's this?
Hell yeah. Never mind, found a collectible.
That stone statue has...
Chikara's face hastily slapped on.
Chikara said that using Purge, you can create an ageless and undying body.
But if we use the stone statue...
Turn it on.
Oh no.
What's the problem?
Seeing this face... Are you sure about turning it on?
You've invested too much already. There's no other way.
Tama has a very unique way of doing things in this dreamscape. I just wouldn't question it.
Oh, you didn't want to touch the crotch because of Chikara's face, huh?
My theory is almost complete. The creator of a man who... blank is blank. Okay.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
Chill, boss. Chill. Alright, this is left half.
It would be nice to create eternal youth and life.
And something that will let us get rid of Instant Death Power Stance Man over there.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
Left? Eternal life? Probably a warrior.
Please select right brain function.
And a shaman, maybe?
Left, right, starting. Experiment successful. Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill.
Vibe?
You got a vibe check?
Not even a superpower.
That's a shame. Alright.
The person...
Another function that'll allow us to deal with Instant Death Power.
Beginning.
Well, if I want to deal with somebody who does instant death, I probably would beat him up.
Please select
And if I want eternal life, I probably want to debug it.
left, right, starting. Experiment successful. Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill and a debugger's reviewing skill. To create a warrior who never forgets where they left their weapon.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You have a weapon? No? Okay, cool.
The person who's most obsessed with eternal youth and life is...
Another function that'll allow...
Beginning.
I guess we'll just make the warrior into
Please select
Chikara.
left, right, start. Experiment. Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill to create an undying and unaging warrior.
There we go.
Funny that the machine is on a first-name basis with Chikara.
Now we can finally beat up Instant Death Power Stance Man.
All right, let's go. Go, Tama.
Let's go!
What was that T-pose jump back?
He did it!
The experiment worked. Oh, happy, happy, happy. Why should humans die? What a waste it is to perish. The research results are splendid. But now is not the time. Not now. Not now.
If Chikara gets in our way again, no amount of time is enough time. Let's go.
But why is... What does this have to do with Bat 490?
This stone statue is Chikara's memory that he doesn't want to be seen.
Turn it on.
A 9 stone statue.
9. 9 in Roman numerals.
We have to turn on the
What is
statues.
significance of 9?
Maybe he has 9 mistresses.
Or maybe he's being sued by 9 people.
This stone statue.
Or are you talking about
Uses a
Tama's
ring
design?
function again.
Should we go back to the central device?
Let's do it.
We can go through here. Let's go.
Ah, yeah. She's she's very lovely, yeah.
Did you decide what 2 brain functions you will combine?
She definitely is.
Do it.
Beginning experiment.
Also, Clam, she is 100% serious in Somnium, by the way. Wait, what are we doing?
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
Combining with the 9 from earlier. That
Please select left, right. Starting error.
An error?
an error.
What is 9?
Something has to.
Nothing goes with 9 then. The NA.
Beginning
Combining.
Please select left. NA.
Yeah, she's
Right.
she's like she has Date's horny humor
Experiment.
outside of Somnium, but inside Somnium she is 100% serious.
What? Why?
What is that?
Experiment successful.
And that's the guy who made 490. So somebody... Nice to laws! What?!
Nice at laws.
What?! That's not real!
Nice.
Knives at Laws is not real! Don't fucking do this to me. Don't you fucking do this to me. That shit ain't real.
This is...
I know.
Oh yeah, you also missed this, this YouTube video. Sorry, this, Q-Rube video. Knives at Laws is not real. You are not about to throw this at me right now. I already dealt with that. I went through a lot of mental anguish over that in the last game. I do not need to see this. Oh my god, why are we bringing Knives at Laws back? Egoism, 500. Actual nightmare feeling. Alright, we're out of the brain, so I guess we're alright for now. February 11th, thoughts now. Ryuki's first chapter. The Nai Japan branch? What do you mean the Nai Japan branch? Knives at Law isn't real.
Welcome. I'm the president of the Japanese Knives at Law's branch, Tokiko Shigure.
Oh my god.
I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furua's murder.
This is the president's office at the top floor of the building containing a Japanese branch of Knives at Laws, commonly known as Knives. When I synced with Chikara, Tama and I saw something in his Somnium. It looked like someone working for Knives made the Bats 490 video. And that's why we ended up here. We came to the president's office to talk to the top level of Knives. Bro, why? Does that mean we're not in the same world line? Oh my fucking god. No, don't start this shit, man. Is this just... No, because he had Falco's body, so... Why? So this is a fucking... This is a universe where Knight Laws is real. But we did get Falco's body back. But everything else seems to be the same. Those are the only two key differences? Ah, son of a bitch almighty. That is not something I wanted to see.
That's the non-Yupal X, the symbol of knives.
Non-equal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-equal is the 9th.
So non-equal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Nizatlaws is derived from 9x of lozenge? Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other
Lozenges
words,
don't look like
Nizatlaws
diamonds,
is
silly.
The 9 X's of the diamond.
Or do they? Shit. I haven't had a lot... No, they're fucking ovals. I'm thinking too much about this. Let's continue. So, what were you doing around 6 a.m. on the 9th of February?
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well,
Yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
Okay.
so she has an alibi.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
Do you know anything about the Bats 490 video?
Considering the fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed, I had my subordinates create that video. Bats 490 was an ARG, just a game, but there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to...
And that's why they
The
disappear.
purpose was to recruit them into knives.
Because they get recruited
So
into
the QR
Nyes.
video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to knives. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate Bats 490.
Date's on vacation. You missed that. You left when Date showed up. He's on vacation right now. I literally just talked to him earlier today. And the reason he looks like, yeah, I know, right? The reason he looks like that is because he's wearing a mask. Because everybody recognizes him as, Saito. So, he just wears a mask so that they continue to recognize him. That's what he said, anyways. What do you know about Chikara?
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
We can't...
So you do know him.
Yeah.
I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Shikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see.
I can't wink sync her because I already did it earlier today, so Tama wouldn't have enough power.
Shikara is a former member of Knives, though this was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
You are not going to... What is this line? He became an avid believer in the Order of Percent, bro? What is this? There is so much conspiracy theory within 10 seconds.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from Knives. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are...
I was actually going to ask if it's a religious sect.
Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that Nyes created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from Knives.
How did you end up here?
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NICE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
Then why did...
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
I'm gonna scream.
Even after I got inside the building, it wasn't easy. The guards, security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
I see. You can't do this, can you? You don't have enough power.
What is going on here?
Maybe she's not thinking about anything at all.
Her mind is completely blank?
That's scary.
Maybe she reached a state of selflessness.
So you can't even read her. You can't even get a read on her dreams. Yeah, this is you. Head empty. Head empty, working for a secret organization? I had no idea.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NICE, a secret organization, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space.
Yes, that is definitely all the information I know in particular about you, is exactly those two things.
But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NICE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one
Perfectly
such branch.
legitimate. With all this fancy waterfalls from one
Why
side.
would they make something like this indoors?
Who knows?
Totally legitimate. We just happen to get millions of dollars in funding. This is basically Scientology. So, what makes it an ideological society?
This is a common misconception, but NICE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding.
Why is this not religion?
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
No.
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something.
Oh yeah, it's like half the fucking opening sentences people do when they're getting to know each other is they ask, do you think we live in a simulation?
That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created. Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate
You're
goal.
freedom fighters.
Zoltak has completely lost it.
Interesting. Okay. And how would you do that?
The intersection between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
You will someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
Totally not religious.
What is that?
Symbol of
It's a hand
nice.
sign we
Yeah.
use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
And we saw Chikara do that.
By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
Freyer?
A Freyer. Frey. I thought I heard that somewhere before.
I am asking the person within you.
What?
I will ask you one more time. Are you a Freyer?
Am I a Freyer? Let me think. Yes.
Hey, Ryuki.
Person within him is definitely a Freyer for a sinker.
As I thought. then you've realized this world is fictional. Am I correct?
This world is fictional? No.
How strange.
I don't think that's true.
Then that would mean you're not a Freyer after all.
What is a Freyer? Frey. Right. I remember now.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate.
So it could be a Knights Outlaws member doing this.
Miss Shigure, are you sure Nyes didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
The word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of Nyes are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
It's quite the coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation.
I guess she wouldn't, yeah, I guess she wouldn't accept that, huh?
A false world created by a program. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. We call such glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
What?
How?
Are you familiar with the Philadelphia experiment?
No.
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Wild.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there. When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened.
It's fucking Steins Gate! No fucking way! That's so fucking funny. No way, they're actually trying to throw Steins Gate at me right now. Oh my god, they're throwing world lines and shit. Jesus.
Others were said to have
Merged with it, yeah.
Their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it sounds like a old-ass anime.
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
They went through a black hole done by an old CR computer.
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
Bro, actually trying to make fucking... trying to make a fucking anime. Oh, my Yoyagi Park, February 11th.
You like this park, don't you, Ryuki?
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
It would also explain why all the lights shut off when he showed up if electromagnetic waves are involved.
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it!
Okay.
Oh, we're looking through one of the cameras, aren't we? Oh, that's fucking smart.
What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio Devita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that
Oh,
data.
okay, it's a simulation.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
Alright, let's start looking around.
Virtual reality activation. That's new. VR. VR allows you to walk around the scene and gather info. Thomas' special vision, such as X-ray mode, can be applied to everything. By changing to special mode, what you can expect will change. Use it to find hidden info. Oh.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
I didn't skip that, but okay. That's because I gathered all the data from the scene. Okay. Where's the corpse? What's it look like an X-ray?
What's this? There's something inside the body.
There's like cones? Cylinders?
Three things catch my attention.
And the sign.
First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus.
Something that's very combustible.
This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily.
Yeah.
The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum.
That would spark it.
This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction.
Yep.
When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
All the evidence would be gone. Situation. Obtain information about the situation of corpse internals. Inside the corpse is fuel that goes off even with the slightest impact. A fuse and substitute thermite. So probably when Kagami was investigating, he set it off on accident. And the
Bottom part of
sign.
the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's, you know what?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fish hook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. The signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Tama.
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
Eh. I don't know what you mean then. Bunch of mannequins. Let's get back. Cameras. Electric kettle.
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
Where's the line going to it from? Okay. Doesn't look like it's gonna show me. I thought it might be connected some way to the body.
Like I mentioned yesterday, based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors, someplace warm.
Rigor mortis was already fading and it was found softened.
Looks like it's there so the performers can check how they look on screen.
Anything but the sign?
It's a signboard.
Yeah.
What about the one up here?
The questions for the quiz also show up here too. These aren't good for much other than for show.
Well, they hide stuff. Is there anything back here we didn't see? Like the switch going to the light? Yeah, is there anything X-rayed I didn't see? Like on the body? No. Body's completely done, as is the sign. think we found all we can with anything in any of the seats. No. Back here's more mannequins. Nothing over here. What about the podium? No. What am I missing? So no head? Alright, let's continue.
What's this? Getting a better look at it. It looks like something tied to his waist.
It's from the light switch.
It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
What is that?
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube, graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom.
And that was tied to the light?
These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers.
How'd they even attach that to the body and the ceiling?
A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it. By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel.
So pretty easy for it to spark the body if it gets yanked.
Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
It's connected to the light. To the light switch in particular, so it gets yoinked when you hit the switch. So whoever hit that switch yoinked it and sparked the body.
That way. Over by that red lamp.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
What's this?
It's the light switch.
The CNT is tied to it.
The CNT insected from the corpse was threaded through the ceiling beam and tied to the light switch. But how did they get it up there?
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Truth reenactment will allow you to find the truth of the information you've gathered. Answer Thomas' questions with your best answer.
Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared.
Yeah.
Was it really just a power outage?
I
course
was
not.
wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly.
Yeah.
Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it was just the stage lights that went out.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned on?
Well,
They flipped the switch.
I think I know what did it.
The fucking switch!
That's the switch that...
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
Yeah.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something.
Then it was when the body got... Oh, it was when the body got placed down.
There were bundled CMTs tied to the body. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
So the body was already pre-planted near the ceiling and they lowered it towards the ground, which shut off the lights.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No?
But it can fall.
From the ceiling, I mean.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
But it hit the floor so perfectly, they must have lowered it themselves.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
I guess it would have just had to be like that, since it's still a dead body, and all the blood was drained out, so there's no splatter, so it was just yeeted.
So on to the next question. The corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Then how did it fall?
The rigor mortis softened. They died 2 days earlier, so it just kind of sloshed its way down.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff, but as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down.
I'm so fucking smart.
Final question. Why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode.
Yeah, just the stuff inside the body.
It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction.
So it started burning. It started burning from the inside the second it hit the ground, but it only actually combusted on the outside after a bit of time, so we had time to get what we could.
The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
Yeah, this was done like 2 days ahead of time, and they killed even earlier.
Alright, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
What did the culprit do after?
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
Actor?
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor! Are you too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But...
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Academy Award.
No slapping, though. We might get kicked out for 10 years.
Academy? Like, the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started! Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I am an amateur.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the positioning of the body. Where and how was it placed?
Well...
Ah, this is gonna be gross. Yeah.
It was right here. The body was placed so it was hung like a bridge
And
between...
the sign was already stuffed in it.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis.
Ah, it's disgusting.
So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body.
And it has to be done through the fucking gene therapy facility, because who else would have access to that kind of technology? Those nanotubes.
The CNT went up the beams and extended downward onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon!
Jesus Christ.
It needs to be soft and squishy! Like an octopus!
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it!
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
It's like fucking Jello, bro. And then it just falls straight down, but slowly enough because of, yeah.
The body falls, and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
Bam. Evidence gone, message sent.
That is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion.
Good work. I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary. sense now. That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't, though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere.
That doesn't tell us why we have... why the body was even able to be in a perfect half in the first place.
Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
Yeah, it did its job. It fucked with his head. About the time rigor mortis would subside.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream.
But how would you time it that well?
It would have been pointless otherwise.
So, was it like a stroke of luck that it fell, or they just knew?
But did they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
Yeah.
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so.
Which means that they were in the studio when it fell.
The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours.
It could have fallen at any point during the stream.
The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
But why... But... How is it faced downward perfectly?
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
No. Not like that, Tama.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
Oh,
I get
okay.
it.
Yeah.
The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
But why did they blow up the body? Just to hide the evidence?
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon.
I guess spontaneous combustion is...
That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction.
Okay, they didn't do it to burn the body, they did it to burn the nano rope.
So, to wrap it all up,
CNT is highly flammable. It doesn't stand a chance against 3,000 degree temperature. But it bonds with oxygen to make carbon dioxide, which helps extinguish the flame. So, starts fast and ends fast, and still gets rid of itself. It's pretty good.
the culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search for the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole
It
time.
has to be somebody who's in the studio and owns
There
it.
must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean the director?
Shinpei,
Shinpei Wagai.
who ran out the second it happened.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now. At the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Visiting his girlfriend. Alright. This got real interesting. Oh! My Tamagotchi has a question for me. Why was I born into this world? Something needs to be done. Did you find what you need to do it? For now. Alright, in 20 minutes my Tamagotchi will ask me another question. But I think I am going to save and be done for today. We did a absolute metric fuck ton today. So right before we, let's see, I already saved, so before we go, I'm going to go to the bonus menu and see what that's about before I end. You can use eyeballs here to purchase bonus content. Art. Ah, art collection. concept art for music game.
Hurry and check it out. Come on.
Ah, they were gonna give her a ponytail. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that. I don't know why though.
Good choice.
Her revolver. Huh. Well, I guess that's enough for me for today. That was pretty good. I think this is definitely gonna be just as good as the last one. I don't know if it'll surpass my expectations, but I guess we'll have to see about that. I think well, I guess I'll cut this for now, recording-wise. If you're watching this somewhere else, thank you so very much for sticking to the end, and I will see you in the next one.